An anticipated interview with former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, set to air on BBC One, has been abruptly cancelled after a significant mishap involving veteran BBC presenter Laura Kuenssberg. In what she described as an embarrassing and disappointing error, Kuenssberg accidentally sent her confidential briefing notes intended for her production team directly to Johnson, raising concerns over the integrity and fairness of the interview. Kuenssberg, who hosts the widely respected Sunday interview show Sunday with Laura Kuenssberg, addressed the mistake on X, formerly Twitter, on Wednesday night. In a candid post, she expressed regret over the situation, saying, "While prepping to interview Boris Johnson tomorrow, by mistake I sent our briefing notes to him in a message meant for my team. That obviously means it's not right for the interview to go ahead." She acknowledged the gravity of the error, adding, "It's very frustrating, and there's no point pretending it's anything other than embarrassing and disappointing, as there are plenty of important questions to be asked. But red faces aside, honesty is the best policy. See you on Sunday." The briefing notes in question would have likely contained key points, background research, and questions meant to challenge Johnson on sensitive topics, including his controversial tenure as Prime Minister. These notes being prematurely sent to Johnson raised concerns that he would have had the advantage of preparing tailored responses, undermining the spontaneity and authenticity of the interview. Following Kuenssberg's post, the BBC confirmed the cancellation, explaining that the inadvertent sharing of the notes made the interview untenable. A BBC spokesperson stated, "As Laura has explained, interview briefing notes meant for colleagues were inadvertently shared with him. This makes an interview tomorrow untenable. Under the circumstances, both the BBC and Mr. Johnson's team have agreed this is the best way forward." The now cancelled interview had generated considerable interest, as it was set to be Johnson's first in-depth discussion about his time as Prime Minister since his resignation in 2022. Johnson has recently been in the public eye promoting his forthcoming memoir, Unleashed, which is expected to provide his personal account of key events during his leadership, including the UK's exit from the European Union, Brexit, and the controversies that led to his downfall. Johnson's premiership ended abruptly in 2022 after he faced mounting criticism for his handling of several scandals, most notably his appointment of Chris Pincher as Conservative Party chief whip despite allegations of sexual misconduct against Pincher. This revelation, coupled with dissatisfaction within his own party, ultimately forced Johnson to step down from office. The BBC interview had been billed as an opportunity for Johnson to provide his perspective on these turbulent years in government. With this setback, viewers will now have to wait for a future opportunity to hear Johnson address these issues directly on the BBC. For now, the network has not yet confirmed what programming will replace the interview slot. However, Kuenssberg assured her audience that she would return for her regular Sunday program. The incident has highlighted the complexities of political journalism, where even seemingly small errors can have significant consequences for transparency and trust.